Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready, set.
Let's get some points on the board.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this one complete to Dorman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Motion man is Schwartz. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early on this drive, and he ended up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second and 6. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets it up past the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Carr. And Graham's got it. Complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty. Roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Play action. Now it's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some room to work. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Dueling the man in motion. On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Richardson going to move him around. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third down and 1. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gaines. Up and down. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. First and 10, it's Richardson. And he's got Pierce. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr. Olave over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he will bring it back and interception returned for the Colts TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Carr now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw his Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Finding Pierce on the crossing route.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Past the 20.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Schwartz.
42 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam. Legs 2, 3, and 4. First guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Thomas has got it. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers involved. They're moving the ball well.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Let's go now.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to speed things up here. Carr now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here. And that one going to be blown up. The defense not fooled by the receiver coming around, and he'll be met behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first down, Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Carr to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Richardson off the play fake. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
133 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Richardson to throw off play action.
Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Play action. Now Richardson
On the move to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. The lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Ready?
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here we go, set. 65 catch, 65 catch. 70 Ranger. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in